Well, I don't think by nature women are willing to accept rejection enough to consistently approach men.
Women accept rejection every day. Every day. Whether you fill out a credit card application, they say no. Or you put it in a job application, they say no.
We're talking emotional rejection. That's different.
Why isn't it emotional? Why is that not emotional?
Rejection.
Rejection is rejection.
See, that's a man's point of view.
No,
women do we separate our stuff from emotional and not emotional.
Yeah, see, because y'all got your own dictionary that's buried at the bottom of some sand somewhere. It's definitions for stuff. And if people can't follow, you have your own time. You can read. Reading is fundamental. So everybody can read and find out definitions for words. And rejection is rejection. It causes some type of response in you. You get in your way. That's a different.
But an emotional rejection will typically have a different effect than a business rejection.
How many men have you approached and they've been absolutely rude to you?
Absolutely rude?
How many men have you approached?
Absolutely rude. I ain't talking about the dude that come up, hey, shout, hey, drop it like me, hey. I ain't talking about that.
I'm never rude to that guy. I'm very polite to that guy.
I'm talking about the dude that, like, if you approached a man and he was like, man, get the fuck out of my, and you was like, and just felt just a certain type of way because it ain't gonna never happen.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna never happen, but for some mythical reason, women are always scared of rejection. Get the hell out of here.
We get real rejection.
You see somebody.
It doesn't have to be extreme rejection to be rejected.
I don't care on what level it's gonna be pleasant. It ain't gonna be what we have to deal with when it comes to because I'll approach a woman. Last week. Chick absolutely gorgeous. We at the bar. We trying to hustle, get drinks and stuff. I looked over. I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, hey, what's going on? What you drinking? I'm like, oh, I'm just trying to get some scotch and everything. Well, when you get yours, grab her. So we started talking and everything. And I was like, okay, since we here waiting and it's been like 20 minutes, I said I might as well try to, see how, see if I can have some conversation with her. Attention went completely elsewhere, and I want to like do the Charlie Murphy muff to the, like when he did Rick James. They want to slam her head down on the bar. I'm like, motherfucker, don't you see a motherfucker talk to you? He say no, thank you or whatever. Hell, I'm sitting here trying to hold a conversation with you. You want me to get your damn drink? Get out of here, man.
I don't see nothing wrong with that, nigga.
It's a bunch of stuff women don't see nothing wrong with, but you're going too far with it. Rejection is rejection. A man rejecting you, it ain't gonna be what we got to deal with. Nowhere near. Not even on the 1-to-1 scale. It ain't gonna even be on that scale.
That's what's up, man.
It's rough out here. It's skinny jeans and all type of shit out here. We got to compete with.
Skinny jeans and ballerina slippers.
It's good. It's when I started driving, I had started noticing. I said, fat dudes get different checks. And I was like, I got to do some research. So I was like, man, fat dudes. So I went to my mother. I said, Mom, do fat people get different checks? She was like, what the fuck are you talking about, boy? And I was like, I be seeing, the fat dudes had like the nicest cars. So I was like, okay, I'm going to gain some weight. Let's see what happened. So I started gaining some weight, and I got like to 295, and I was like, when I went upstairs, I was breathing hard. I was like, oh God, I can't. I was like, I can't do it. I'm like, I'm gonna miss out on my check. So I was like, I just noticed. I'm like, all these fat dudes. I said they had the nicest looking women. They had the nicest looking cars. I'm like, they gotta be getting a check. I was my little sister father. That dude fat. I'm like, he got a 2-3 cars. I'm getting a check, man. I'm like, fat people must be getting a check. And I tried real hard. I was like, man, I got my stomach on my belt. I was like, man, I was trying everything, man. I couldn't do it. I tried to take a couple stairs one time. I know, but see, men come up with all different type of logic to make sense of dumbass shit that don't make sense.
That don't make sense.
You see a dude who back as big as this, and it ain't muscle. That's big as this shelf. And he has one of the most gorgeous women in the car that you've seen with him. It's the chick. So you gain the weight, and you be like, okay, where he work at? Because he ain't
possibly
he ain't
be
that
the way
agile.
he treats her.
Oh, he treats her.
No.
He
No.
treats her.
Why couldn't it be?
It's the check.
Why couldn't it be?
How do you talk about attraction? Women like to say, some women that I've ran into, I don't like a muscular guy. You're lying. Men like to say, I like give me somebody with. Nah, you're lying too. Everybody likes somebody for just, you can look at sculptures and you can see how men and women were shaped. Mm-hmm. And still to this day, everybody likes that. Mm-hmm. So you see two people that obviously plain as they do not, either somebody got a dick big as a Chrysler building or they getting a check. They check as big as the Chrysler building. So there's no way on earth. No way.
Why couldn't it just be the way he's treating her?
There's no way on earth.
Because it doesn't have to be an initial attraction. She's not going to be like, yeah, I want me a fat man. But if she meets one and he's genuinely nice and kind.
Because we've been there.
And compassion to her. You're not a fat man, so you can't speak for fat men.
I've got
No,
we
treated people.
I've absolutely treated, and I have, like I said before, there's a lot of females in my family. I've known a lot of females growing up. I showed him one. We were at this martini bar. I said, I'm going to introduce you to this girl. She's the daughter of the secretary that used to work at the body shop with me. I said, she's very pretty.
Yep.
And boom. Fat dude with the 550 Benz. Dishing out the money. I said, and it just so happened her name was Tiffany. And I said, and I pulled her aside. I said, Tiff, what's going on? Nothing. What you been doing? I said, nothing. I just been working. I said, come here, let me talk to you for a minute. Because we just cool. And, you know, I said, Tiff, what you doing mess with this dude? He got paid. She said, I was like, sustain.
There it is again. There it is again.
We can sit here all day. I can give you 50 million examples.
Exactly, yeah.
Of something that's actually taking place.
We're going to interview you next time.
So, it's just, you know, people need to stop lying. I need dudes to stop being dudes. I need women to start being women. Stop barking and get fuck out of here, man.
Fuck out of here with that shit.
When that shit gets straight, things will be straight, and we won't have no role issues or who supposed to do this or who supposed to do that. We won't have none of that shit. Bruce can fucking be a fairy, wherever the hell he want to be a fairy at. He won't need to come out of somewhere.
Well, the big question is, how do we get that straight?
Pistols. I think it's
that's it, dude.
I think it's some pistols that really need to get involved and look at. I try to explain this before to a few people. I'm like, most people don't understand. You sitting there, they can't see the sincerity in your face no more. So, in order for them to get it, you must get aggressive. A whooping don't mean nothing to nobody. But if you take a pistol,
that mean death.
And you shoot somebody, no, you don't kill nobody. You want them to suffer. You shoot them.
In the pinky toe?
No, you don't shoot them in the pinky toe. You shoot them anywhere near their growing area where you can disrupt anything where they would have to be like resort to wearing a colostomy bag for the rest of their life. Or you take their big toe off and now they gotta have a crutch. Or you take a curling iron and you leave it on for a while and you just
shit like
no, you just go around and just stick it up women and close that motherfucker shut. It's something drastic. Something drastic needs to take place because people just don't get it. People just do not understand.
Did he say take a curling iron?
People don't get it. You can't talk to nobody. You talk to a dude on the corner. Hey man, you should be out here doing this. You know, they out here shooting and killing and everything. You're a very smart dude. Why you out here doing this? You real good with numbers and everything. Man, this how I live out here, man. Fire.